I'm just saying he's a rookie. All right? He's a product of the system that he's playing in. He limits mistakes. He knows where to go with the football. Mm-hmm. He's got talent. I'm not taking anything away from him. But it's about that defense. It's about how opportunistic that defense is. That's what really has the Patriots where the Patriots are right now. The veterans that stayed home last year due to COVID came back this year. Van Noy ain't in Miami any longer. He's back in New England. You look at Jackson, you look at McCourty and these brothers. Their defense is big time.
Yeah,
it's a top two defense in the National Football League. And because their defense is so special and elite, that's the difference. I give Mac Jones all the credit in the world. Loved him coming out of Alabama. I think he's going to be a star. But this season, he's not going to be the reason you win if you're New England. It's going to be because of that defense and that running game. That's what it is.
That's not the question. Is can the Patriots win because of Mac Jones? And yes, they can. A lot of your points, right? Yes, the defense is great. They are top two. They're creating a lot of turnovers. But in this 5-game winning streak, Mac Jones has been top 10 in the NFL. Mac Jones is doing a really good job. And there wouldn't be another top 10 quarterback that you'd say their team doesn't win because of him. In the last 5 weeks, he's top 10 in completion percentage, yards per attempt, TD passes, and passer rating. Yes, they can win because of Mac Jones. He doesn't make mistakes. He takes what the defense gives him. He's incredibly smart, incredibly accurate, and he doesn't hurt their team. Yes, you can win because of Mac Jones.
Listen, I'm not taking anything away from the kid. The kid is special. And I think he's in the perfect system. Let's give credit where credit is due. If he was in Jacksonville, it wouldn't be happening. If he was playing even with Kyle Shanahan, I don't think it would be happening right now. If he was in Chicago with Matt Nagy, it wouldn't be happening right now. The fact that he goes and literally he walks from Nick Saban to Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick goes a long way. I'm not saying the kid can't play. I believe in him. I believed in him last year when I kept telling you Alabama was going to win the national championship, okay? The point that I'm trying to make to you is that—
I know you switch places with Tim.
Tim,
you come to New York,
way to stand on a limb there. Yeah, way to really just go hard on that ledge,
listen,
man.
I ain't picking the Gators. I tell you that much. I ain't picking the Gators.
Stephen A., can we do this thought experiment? Ryan Clark's going to join us later so he can say this on TV. But essentially, I heard him say on Get Up, he thinks that we're seeing Mac Jones do things that we've never seen a rookie quarterback do ever in history. So their next 2 games, they have the Titans and the Bills. The Patriots take care of business against the Titans. Will you change this narrative?
It depends on what we see during the game. Like, for example, last night they're playing Atlanta, okay?
Yeah, the Titans and the Bills are real competition.
Allow me to finish. Their offense wasn't high-powered or anything like that. But, you saw Matt Ryan look awful. You saw Josh, Josh Rosen come in. He looked awful. The third stringer, Franks, throws one pass that ends up being an interception. We saw all of that. We saw their defense being very opportunistic. If you play against Tennessee and Buffalo and your defense is playing lights out and that's what stands out, I'm not going to turn around and say they won because of Mac Jones.
No, but, Stephen, I think this is what's important is once they got the lead, the way their style of play wasn't to necessarily try to run it up and take more risk. It was to be able to control the clock, eliminate more possessions for Matt Ryan and their offense, take away a lot of the time of possession, and win it the way that Bill has won it for so many years. I think he did exactly what Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels wanted Mac to do, and he executed besides one pass at a very high level the entire night.
Guys, this is not a knock against Mac Jones. I'm not saying the brother's a scrub and he can't play. I'm just saying look at how elite this defense is. And then on the offensive side of the ball, look at their running game. You got this rookie, Ramondre Stevenson. He's got skills. You got Damian Harris. You've got this kid, Bolden. All of them are averaging over 4 yards a carry. They have a running game, okay? That's a top-notch running game, and they have a defense.
He's not making mistakes.
I'm saying he's a good kid.
And
he's a good quarterback.
He's a rookie.
He's a good quarterback. The question is, can the Patriots win because of him? I'm saying it's because of their defense and running game. He's got a bright future. He's got skills. But you're not hanging your hat on him to take you there. You're surrounding him with a lot of important supplementary parts that are going to help elevate him. That's what's happening with New England. That's not happening with any of the other rookie quarterbacks right now.
So right now, Tim said he would take the Chiefs in the AFC. Who are you taking at this moment before they play the Titans and then the Bills twice in the next 4 weeks?
I don't know. Oh, man, this is a tough one.
Are you going to go with that?
Hey, listen, Stephen A. You can't be lukewarm right now. What do we got?
I am. I have to confess. I mean, I have to confess, Tim. I mean, I can't front. I don't know. Because 1 minute I see Lamar Jackson, and then they wet the bed, even though I know it was a Thursday night game, 3 days off and all of this other stuff, and I don't expect that to last. I'm looking at New England. Obviously, Kansas City. And then you see Tennessee winning without Derrick Henry. I'd have to go with Tennessee.
Like the ocean.
If I had to pick anybody right now, it would be Tennessee, because Derrick Henry's going to be back for the playoffs.
All I know is I heard like a lot of noises and ums and hms and uhs. And,
It's
Yeah.
true.
I felt like I was in the ocean and I was just getting tossed side to side by the waves.
I don't know if he was like
news.
trying to put us to sleep with like,
It is news, because I am a bit more definitive than that usually. But I did not anticipate that question. I have to give it some thought. But I'm going to roll with Tennessee because Derrick Henry will be back come playoff time.
You're not off the hook yet.
Yes.
Can the Titans beat the Cowboys?
Everybody could beat the Cowboys. Cowboys won't get to SoFi.
There we go. That
Cowboys
was
won't get to
definitive.
SoFi.
That's the Stephen A. I know.
Cowboys won't get to SoFi. Cowboys are not getting to SoFi. It doesn't matter. The AFC don't even need to worry about them. Cowboys going to be home by then. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.